Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Breath Library session. This is actually going out on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So if I looking at different directions, that's because there's a couple of screens going on. So just have it just there a little bit. Brilliant. So welcome to this week's Breath Library session. And this week we're going to be looking at some traditional breath work. We have covered lots of traditional like yogic breathing in the past. We've looked at ocean sounding breath, and we've covered alternate nostril breathing, which is what we did last week. And this session this week we're going to cover just a different exercise that we can help release tension and help us become more with our voice as well. So before we get started, I'm going to do a quick recap into what we did. So last week we covered alternate nostril breathing, where we breathed in through one nostril and closed off one, and then we closed the other nostril, breathed out, breathed in, and vice versa. So if you're interested in finding out more about that breath, go check out last week's session. So the other classes, the other thing to mention is we've got some upcoming classes in person and online. So on Monday, the 23rd of October at 3 p.m., we have our next Breath Source live class. And this class is going to be all about, we're going to look at functional breath work. So we're going to see how we can improve our breathing, all centered around breathing less to breathe more. It's one of my favorite breathing techniques to do. It's a great class. Leanne will be on the call as well, and she will take us through some guided meditations, as well as talking about all the types of breath work that goes with this action as well. So so that's online, and we have another one which is a week. I think, it's a week tonight. So if you're in Cardiff, then you can come along in person to Live Light in Pontcanna, because we're going to be doing a live session for a small group of people that come along, and it's going to be all about how to reduce stress and anxiety using the breath. Again, another one of our most popular types of breathwork classes that we do. We're going to cover lots of functional breathing, so how our breath affects both how we are in both anxiety and stress, but we're going to do some guided breathwork meditations in that as well. And Leanne will be along for that one as well. And so that's great. So that is Wednesday evening, 6:30 in Pontcanna. And Leanne's just popped the comment, the link to come along to that one. So if you'd like to come along and breathe with us in person, that's the one to come along to. So today's session is part 2 in traditional breathing exercise. And like I said, we've covered ocean sounding breath, we've done alternate nostril breathing, just to name a few. Thanks, Leanne. So she put in the link for our other event as well. That's going to be all around sound healing, breath work, and meditation. And that is also, if you are local to Cardiff, then that is in Robina. You don't have to be in Cardiff, you can travel, but the event will be taking place in Robina. It's a lovely, we're going to have sound baths, meditations and breath work. So that is another one worth coming along to in November. Great class. Can't wait for that one myself. So today we're going to look at some more traditional breathing, and we're playing around with the times that we're delivering the session, because I've been doing it on a Wednesday morning for quite a while, so I thought I'd try different times. So we're going to try Wednesday evening, and if you'd have any suggestions on when a live is like the best time to come along if you like breathing with me in person, or if you like watching the recap. So yeah, the other times we were thinking about was maybe on a Saturday morning, but we're trying out Wednesday evenings for a while to see how that works out as well. So the breath work, let's get to it. The breath work exercise that we're going to do is all about releasing tension in the face. And what a lovely exercise to do as well at the end of a day. This will help release any tension that you've had stored in your throat. And if this exercise in particular is just so good for just letting go, and it is quite a fun one to do as well. I remember doing this with my mentor years ago, and I had such a good time learning how to do this type of breathing exercise. So you might have come across this type of exercise in yoga if you do that. And it was famously, well, it was recently, if you have Apple TV and you watch a program called Ted Lasso, they did it. One of the main characters did it to help release that sort of that inner sort of trauma, that the heaviness that the character was carrying, and it was such a huge scene that sort of caught attention, of breath work and doing this type of exercise. It's more in the public eye. So the exercise is called lion's breath. Now, I'm not going to get you to quite raw, but it is going to be a little bit of a raw. So what we're going to do is, just to get ready, you can do this sat down on the floor. So if you do prefer to sit down on the floor, then you can sit down cross-legged. Remember to keep that spine straight. But if you're in a chair, then put your feet firmly on the floor and just ground yourself. So put your hands just over your knees and just roll forward just a little bit. Get that pressure down. Connect with the ground. So straighten that spine, chin parallel with the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to be breathing in through the mouth, in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. But we're going to do this in a bit of a fun way. So what we're going to do is, when we breathe in, we're going to create this pose. And then we breathe out. We're going to stick our tongue out, and we are going to forcefully exhale. And when we do this, we're going to make a ha sound. So it's more like a really loud sigh. And Leanne find this quite funny because I can't stick my tongue out very far. So, but feel free to laugh along. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through our nose, take a long, slow, controlled breath in. We're going to position our hands nice and strong. We're going to lock those shoulders in, and then we're going to exhale forcefully out through the mouth, sticking our tongue out, going ha. So, okay, let's do this. We'll try one round just to give a demo before we get into the exercise. So breathe in. And let that breath come all the way out. Forcefully push that out. Relax and let all of that tension out of your face. Relax every part, but just send that out. It's a wonderful exercise to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this now for round about a minute and maybe 2 minutes, and we'll see how we feel afterwards. So ready? Hands nice and locked in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. And breathe in. Breathing in. Breathe it in. Let it all go. And breathe in. And one more time. Breathe in, nice, slow. You can just rest your arms and relax, and just continue to breathe through the nose, in and out, nice and calm, and just return your breath back to a normal pace. So this is a really fun exercise to do. You might feel that sort of tingling around the mouth, jaw, maybe in the cheeks a little bit. It really does get the blood pumping. But also, there's that sense of relaxing afterwards as well. We've let all of that out. We forced all of that air out, and we can, send out all that unwanted stuff, that baggage that we've taken throughout the day. So this is called Lion's Breath, and it is a fun exercise to do. You don't have to put out your arms strong, but it's something that I like to do. It's something my mentor taught me. So it's a way that I like to teach. You can, if you're not comfortable to do that, you can just, if you're sat on the floor, put your hands down, palms down on the floor, or if you're sat in a chair, just rest them on your legs. So I hope you all enjoyed doing that, and I hope everyone was at somewhere a little bit public. So doing that in public would have drawn a bit of attention to yourself. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Just a quick recap. We're probably going to be doing these sessions on a Wednesday evening from here, just for the next couple of weeks, see how it goes before we try another time. So just a quick reminder, there's that breath source class on Monday on the 23rd at 3 p.m. And there is the in-person Cardiff one at Love Live Light in Pontcanna on Wednesday the 25th at 6:30. That's going to be a really good session. There's also the one on the 25th of November, the Healing Coven. The sound healing cover is going to be really, really fantastic. And everyone that comes along will have a special gift as well. So next week's session, we're going to cover, we're going to be doing a few episodes on different animal breaths. Now, it's not about how animals breathe, but there are exercises a little bit like the one that we've done tonight. So they're fun exercises to do with the breath that will help you in many different ways. So I look forward to seeing you at the next session. We might set up the lights a little bit different, so so you can see me a bit clearer. But I look forward to seeing you. Have a great week. Bye.